Right, hello everyone. Welcome to the stream. Hold on. Okay, here we go. Welcome to the stream. Today I'm doing a different thing. Before we get back to, hello. Before we get back to Sonic Lost World. So this is a game I've never played before, and I know basically nothing about, so I thought that was a good choice to do a little stream about. Fun figuring it out. Profile. So let's find out what this game is. Coraline lived happily in the briny depths making... 3D! Oh! Dr. Urchin. His blood boils when the sea is alive and well. Or it's interesting. Come around snarking, bring me some friends. Kind of a cute little game. With that face. Echidnoderms got Coraline and my friends. So this game was made by Mumbo Jumbo. I used to play a lot of games from when I was younger. Usually they do like hidden object games, so it's interesting them having done something a little different. I don't know what the controls are going to be. I'm thinking it's mouse. Move Glowfish with your mouse or the key. Yeah, I'm gonna prefer a mouse for this. Find your 4 friends. Thought that was gonna be the end of the level for a second. I was, what? That's it? Okay, so it's a little more involved than that. So far, this is a very peaceful game with nothing that can hurt you or anything. Form a defensive circle by pressing the left mouse. And now you can free your friends by smashing into... Oh, interesting. Now there's some combat stuff. Hello. Welcome to the stream. Sometimes enemies are too big to smash. Circling with your friends' fault. This is interesting. That's different. Heck. There you go. Very relaxing game. To the whirlpool. Anything else here? Oh, a secret. This is very typical for these kind of games. There's another game I played, platformer, that this is kind of reminding me vaguely of, called Super Cow, which I don't remember whether or not it was... I don't remember whether or not it was Mumbo Jumbo that did that one too. 3 out of 4 stars? Come on. We'll move on anyway. Just the tab key. Interesting that they call this creature a fish. It doesn't look much like a fish to me. I guess it looks as much like a fish as a jellyfish. Cannot beat me. What was the enemy saying that? Obviously, I can be beat. Where are my other little tadpoles? Need more tadpoles so I can fight. Five of them? Where are they? Must be inside these. Oh, I'm dead. Apparently this isn't such a casual game. I'm supposed to circle around them, but they all get close together. There's no room. And I like circle around more than... That's what I was trying to do before. Okay, there we go. Wait, that one looks different. More of like a worm. It's a little confusing where it's just kind of, you just kind of vaguely circle around it and it dies. A little odd, but... There we go. Interesting. I had this game labeled as a puzzle game, but I'm not seeing what's puzzle about it. Seems pretty much just like an action game so far. Mr. I from Super Mario 64. A little more floaty. Because you're floating in the water. Not all creatures can become friends. Jellyfish, for example, have no friends. Well, excuse me. Game has something against jellyfish. Can't go too fast or he'd leave. I want to be nice and give the jellyfish a friend, though. Different little creature. I see. When you circle around them, your little friends shoot bubbles at them. See that? Whatever those are, they're being shot at them. It's just a bunch of floating eyeballs on my nose. Played a lot of games along these sort of lines when I was... You'd get them for free. Or not the whole thing. Well, yeah, the whole thing, but you can get to keep it for free. There's this program we had that came with the computer. Was well, initially it was called HP Games, and eventually it was changed to Wild Tangent Games, and had all sorts of games like this on there. Mostly Mumbo Jumbo, but well, Wild Tangent, of course, they're a very company. They had this nice thing where you could play the game for as long as you wanted, free, but you could only play it twice. I played a lot of games that way. I just, on the weekend, I'd pick one game and I'd just play it all day long, make the most out of the free trial time. Then maybe I'd pick it up again. Finish the game. There was a couple of games that I finished entirely. Just using those two free plays. Some of those games I really liked. I would like to stream some. Get access to them again. Back where we came from. I was just making sure I didn't miss it. Oops, we can't go too fast or they get left behind. Silly mechanic. Or does this take place in the Splatoon timeline? Oops. Secret areas are very predictable. It'll get less predictable later. Yeah, Wild Tangent Games is where I found things like Plants vs. Zombies. That's my favorites. I played that one so much though, I'm not sure if I want to stream it again. Play it again for stream, I mean. Only 1 star? Because I took so long, or what? Game has high standards. But speaking of fish, another game on there that I liked was Feeding Frenzy. Yeah, that one's amusing now because a lot of those, you know, bootleg game console stuff, see on like Vinesauce or wherever. So many of those games use sound effects from Feeding Frenzy for some reason. That's the main reason I ever think about Feeding Frenzy nowadays, is on those bootleg games when inexplicably they use the Feeding Frenzy sound effects. Feeding Frenzy, if you don't know, is a game about playing as a fish and eating things to grow bigger. And one kind of on a similar vein to that, is kind of like that combined with Katamari Damacy, is called Tasty Planet. That's on Steam, and I would like to pick that up. Stream as well. It's a game where you play as a tiny little blob and you go around and eat things in the whole city. You start out tiny, just like in you start out even tinier than you do in Katamari Damacy. You start out eating microbes, and eventually you get up to eating the cosmos. I would love to stream that one too. And if there's any games that anyone wants to see me play, then let me know on that as well. I would definitely take requests for streaming. That's why I've been streaming Sonic Lost World, and I'm going to stream after by request. I can fight now. Whoa! That's different. Oh, and this makes me think of Finding Nemo. I don't think I can get in there. Pull that out. Just fades into nothing back there. See that? The little voices in it. Feature latches onto you, shake them off by rapidly moving full side. Okay. We've got waggle control. Spinning so fast around me you can't even see them anymore. They've gone like warp drive. It's also making me think vaguely of They Breathe, which is a game I haven't played before. Be interesting. They Breathe is like this, but creepy. One more little dude somewhere. Their little dude. You miss him when we were at the eggs? Any more around here? Did anyone else see a little guy swimming around? One of those little swimmy guys? They're a little swimmer. Oh, this is creepy. Oh, here we... Oh. That's what it was telling me about stuff latching onto you. They're just cute little guys. We just got an achievement called Mr. Popular. How much you want to bet there's a secret? No? One star again? What does this game want out of me? Excuse me? What do you mean 1 star? Give you 1 star. And I could too, in a review. This one's a triangle. Oh, another game from the Wild Tangent Games thing that I've been interested to play again, but also would be a good one for streaming. It was a game called Fate. Which, best way to describe it I've come to know later on, or that used to be the only game I knew that was like this, but basically exactly like Diablo, but like a little more cartoony. Uses something like this very exact same, basically, sort of UI design, and a lot of the items, mechanics and everything are the exact same. Just a little more cutesy. A few things about it are different. For the most part, the mechanics in it are the exact same. There's actually several Fate games. I think there was more Fate games than there are Diablo games. So... This is a game I'd like to come back to. Yeah, I watched... that was on Vinesauce. I watched him play Diablo 2. And as I was watching, I was like, gee, this is exactly like Fate. Like, I'd heard people say before that Fate... in reviews, people saying that Fate was like Diablo. I didn't have any reference for what they meant by that. But they really meant it, like... We're getting into, like, copyright infringement sort of area, almost. Although then I found out that it actually involved one of the same designers from Diablo, and so that's probably why. Like, the potion designs might as well, like... If they aren't the exact same, they might as well be the exact same as from Diablo, from what I saw. Fate cannot handle the pollution. It's called Fate because when you die in the game, like I had to specify that, but yeah, it shows Fate shows up and gives you an option of what to have happen. Because in the game, you're in like just the one big dungeon, and you go down the different levels of the dungeon, and so it gives you a few options, like you can leave your gold there in the dungeon or something like that. I missed the little guy, oh no! Hey, at least that gave me more than 1 star. My pet rabbit at the moment. I have this little... Oh, hold on. I have this little bed that we gave him. He's currently here on the bed, like, standing on it next to me. Like standing up on 2 feet. But you don't like to know that. Maybe we need to set up a bunny cam. Hold on a second, I'll look at your link. Or what would be a little more convenient is, could you tell me what the link says? What does it say about the ratings? Go. One star is free, 1 for coins, 1 for friends, 1 for enemies. Okay. Interesting. The big honking coin. Alright, here we go. All friends. Could have sworn I was doing that, but... Right. Just reminded me of that one game. What's it called? It was something IO. No, the one with the circles that like combine together and get bigger. Being reminded of that for a second when circles jumping feet. Not kill. There we go. Need 10 of them. Those are solid bubbles, by the way. You cannot pass them. It's also reminding me of the Finding Nemo game on the Game Boy Advance. I also have played. I have a whole video series of that. This is one of those games where it makes a good stream for just kind of talking about other things. You know? The game itself is just kind of relaxing, kind of background sort of thing for talking about stuff. have to pay too close attention. Play it. Watch any current shows? Oh, no, not really. I don't do much watching of things. Well, I didn't know this thing had a skeleton. Looks see-through. Mostly what I do is play games. Doesn't really count as a show, but I watch Wine Sauce and the I've mentioned. And I watch YouTube. The channel I've been into at the moment on YouTube is called Retail Archaeology. Where mostly they go through dead malls. Put them, document them before they're gone. And other retail places that aren't doing well. Various related things to that. Yeah, it is a nice channel. And there's just a lot of videos on there, so it's been a good thing to just kind of check out when there's nothing else to watch. Oh, come on. You make me drop all my friends, huh? Oops, wrong button. I'm gonna have to go find them. They all swam around to who knows where. Super combo. Alright, where you all at? Wanna get those sweet stars. Look at this gigantic train. Hagrid, check it out. Get all the little guys? Hello. Oh no, the coinless challenges. I've been having the same thing when I've been playing New Super Mario Bros. U since it came out on the Switch. And I've had occasional thoughts like, oh no, I shouldn't be picking up all these coins. Although at the same time I'm realizing that, gee, there's a lot of this game that you miss out on if you don't pick up the coins, because half the bonus areas in the game are just about picking up a bunch of coins. Here you go, just nice little things with the train. Alright, I think we've confirmed that all of our little friends are now here. Like a loop. Whee! Manga friends. Right, in they go. bunny is standing up on the bed again. Little guy. Glow chums, like the seahorse. There's the tag along. Mustang joins you on your adventure. Smacking baddies around. Hey, look, I got all the stars this time. Mustang. Oh, this is very similar to, like, various other games along these lines where you get these little helpers. Like, Insane Aquarium, for instance. Has, little helpers you unlock that are very, very similar to this. Mustang Rescuer. And upgrade him. Sure. Had enough for an upgrade. Here's your glow chum. Instantly defeated. Okay, do your job. Smack him. He stuck his little tongue out. Did you see that? I'm clearly going about this the wrong way. What does smacking even do? But I'm doing things the wrong way, clearly. This also reminded me of the underwater stages in Rayman Origins. And, Jelly Bun. Go on, smack him. I upgraded you and you're not doing your job. Fine. Are there any more friends I can pick up? Interesting how much of this is typical for other casual games by this developer. Oh, come on! Instant death in this game. I thought this was a casual game. Yeah, this shares a lot of similarities with other casual games by this developer and others like PopCap and Wild Tangent and all those. Amusing how similar they all are, but this is a very different kind of game than they usually do. Really? Really gonna do that? Coin designs are so similar. The little system of having the little helpers that you unlock. Need to go in circles near them. Pretty sure that's not what it meant, but we'll see. Maybe the game's not that picky. The game is that picky. Have good and bad memories of Wild Tangent. Okay, no, see, this is enough for me to bump him. Okay, I got it. I see how it is. Sometimes they don't think it be how it is. Oh, really? Oh, really? One other game I really liked from Wild Tangent was Penguins. That's a short little game, I wouldn't mind. Already played it several times. Oh. I don't think that's Wild Tangent's fault. One game series that I played on there that couldn't be able to do again now is the Bookworm series, because Bookworm has just been deleted from the internet, basically. Thanks to EA and their buying PopCap. I'd really like to play Bookworm Adventures again, but finding it is going to be a real pain. Basically, the only way now, if you want to play Bookworm games, is to have had them physically. Which... I don't know how much they were like, released physically. I left a friend behind. I've left myself behind. Oh, I played Otto's Magic Blocks. That one. Too late now. Oh, here's the... Yeah, Bookworm Adventures I'd love to play. But, I don't know how I'm gonna find it. I lucked out and have Bookworm on the DS. If I want to play Bookworm, I can play the DS version. I still want the PC version, although that's gone now. Because there was some kind of copyright dispute, and rather than their way of solving it was just, okay, we just get rid of it. Nobody gets Bookworm. Overball, I think. Polar Bowler, yeah. Shrek version of Polar Bowler. I played Penguins, as I mentioned. Oh yeah, one of my favorites was Tornado Jockey. I have an old video of that on my channel. Pick up that game again. Oh no, don't worry, it's better than Elf Bowling. Oh, one of them that I have on Steam is Zombie Bolorama. It was from back then on Wild Tangent. There's basically just like a handful of these that are... I kinda like to collect them. Tornado Jockey, unfortunately, is not one of them. But I think I still have it on my old computer. I can... Assuming it would run on here. I think... Want from me? Him. Wait. Tornado Jockey I forgot about until just now. That would be great for stream. Oh, come on! That's basically what I did with it back years ago. Before streaming was a thing, I just recorded myself playing it by myself and uploaded that. It was basically a stream, but without an audience while it was going on. Basically a pre-recorded live stream with no live audience. How do you... I obviously need a different strategy. But that probably doesn't involve talking while I'm trying to do this. No. But they went up, they brought the difficulty up to 11 real quick here. Little speed boost thing, why don't I try that? No friends at the moment. That's how you do it. What? What are they doing here? Game got hardcore on us. Friend. Don't. Glad I could remind you of childhood stuff. Wild Tangent and PopCap. Probably also Mumbo Jumbo, because that's what this is. Bye. As I was mentioning earlier, they're all very similar, Wild Tangent, PopCap, and Mumbo. Did I leave a friend behind? Yeah, it's hard to find because it's been taken off of every online store. Whoops. Oh no. Oh great. I played Plants vs. Zombies when it was pretty... It wasn't brand new, but... in the year it came out. Yeah, me too. I've played Plants vs. Zombies several times. I own it on the DS as well as PC. How did I get over there earlier? Please do not. I'm still disappointed about Plants vs. Zombies 2, though. That was after... It was after EA bought them. Of course, you know, when EA buys a company, that's it for them, really. I remember before Plants vs. Zombies 2 came out, they told us that it would be like even more available than the first game as far as what platforms it would be on, and that well, first of all, it was just on iOS, and then it was on Android, and they had promised that after that it would be on basically everything, but nope. They only ever released it on Android and iOS. Still never been released on anything else. Been like years, so... Yeesh. Used hard. There's copies of Bookworm Adventure. Okay, but they're like $40. A bit more than I was willing for that, because that game was not originally $40. I played quite a lot of Plants vs. Zombies 2. The only problem was that my tablet doesn't quite run it properly. It has some slowdown on the menus, which is a little obnoxious. I never spent any money on it, though. There's a couple of stages where you can tell, like, you're like, oh, this is a free-to-play model because this stage is ridiculously difficult. You don't pay for stuff. It just kind of powered through and got past this initial hard stages. Keep going further, but initially it's like, oh, this is the paywall. It was pretty early on, too. But I made it through despite that. There was some cool stuff in that game. It made me wish that it was more just regular Plants. EA wasn't. Put it on PC, put it on Switch, put it on whatever, you know. Oh, come on. I haven't played it in years now at this point, so I don't know what they have in it now. Interesting to me that they're still adding stuff to it all this time. Later. Makes it even like a little worse that didn't release it on anything else. Wish mobile gaming hasn't been taken for transit. I wish, you know, mobile gaming could have been this kind of stuff, like I'm playing right now. Would have been perfectly fine as a mobile game. You don't really get games like this anymore, from I can tell. This is kind of just the thousands. Like, they still do make games of this kind for mobile. Like, my mom plays a lot of those Match 3 games. But she doesn't play them for very long because all of them do the microtransaction thing, and so eventually you get to a point where it's too difficult to play, or it takes way too long to keep playing without. Then she just moves on to another one. I think it's not nearly as good as stuff used to be, so. Any of these sort of little relaxing games now include microtransactions. So they are less relaxing. Sure, you can relax, but also give me your money. Whoa. Yeah, that's what I meant. You would think the constant pressure to spend money would be the exact thing to avoid in a relaxing game. Yeah, and watch an ad to play longer. Like That's what I appreciated about Super Mario Run, was it was basically just buy. friends to fight. I fight for my friends. Oh, there was another exit, or... skipped. Did I? Imagining things. I'm just imagining things. Premium plans to made with pinata trackers. And even then, I didn't feel like it was worth buying anything just because my tablet runs the game so poorly. Like, I would rather spend money on a game if my system was going to be able to run it properly, you know? Like, come on, fight it. Job. Please. I was definitely willing to pay $10 for Super Mario Run. I got a lot of playtime out of that game. It felt like a $10 game. Oh. Yeah, I've got a lot of games of this kind that I can potentially stream later. That wasn't fair. Expectation for mobile games now is that they're free, but free games are going to have ads and microtransactions. Yeah. I would rather just pay up front for a mobile game. Like other games, you know. I just circle this whole group, maybe? Yeah, I can bump a couple of these. Go. Helper bumped him down for me. Friend, come back. Here we go. And, speaking of Vine's Eyes again, on his latest, Android showcase, he was just getting really mad at those games because, like, it's just a horrible model for games. Like, there's just all these extremely low effort, like, no effort games filled with ads and trying to get you to pay money. Got an achievement for bumping those walls. Hello. Mobile game market is just like completely saturated with like terrible knockoff bootleg no effort things to try and get kids to download them and watch advertisements. I don't think that's what anyone envisioned when mobile games first started. Expected more of this kind of thing. Have to make. I didn't check, so I don't know what year this game. Imagine it was mid-2000s, probably. Like everything else like this. Isn't even what the early fans of microtransactions envisioned. Well... Been a lot of pushback on loot boxes lately. I hope that maybe we get similar pushback on microtransactions. No, I've never watched them before. Yeah, the other thing is just kind of like feeling bad for kids who are growing up with only 1 star. Well, because, you know, I grew up with that bootleg kind of stuff, but it was Flash games. It was at least, like, weren't filled with advertisements or trying to get your money. A lot of them were just kind of like fan projects. Fan project Flash games. It's a nice looking game. Oh, come on. Yeah, and Google doesn't, you know, do anything to keep that stuff off their store. There's like no moderation. Nintendo takes that stuff down occasionally. But Nitro is still around, actually. Nitro was my favorite. Nitro had a lot of style, game making, and art and everything. They have a game on the Switch. Still need to pick it up. It's called Bomb Chicken. Yeah. Maybe that's why they go after them, though, is because they have the effort put in. More of it, because they see those as more of a threat to them, I guess. Who knows? Alright, who are we missing here? Nobody. They did some cool mobile games, or at least one. If you want to play a cool Nitro mobile game that is the bubble kills you. If you want to play a cool Nitro mobile game, it's called Silly Sausage. Silly Sausage. There was more to the title, but I forget what it was. Like Silly Sausage in Wienerland. Kind of a cool little puzzle game. The Silly Sausage game was nice too because I played it on mobile. It was nice because it did the thing with watch ads to continue, but you could pay like $5 and then couldn't show you ads anymore. Several of their mobile games, I think, are ports like that. Oh, come on. I remember back in the day they had been wanting to do DS games. They had that wizard game, you know, where you draw the shapes, do the spells, to pop the balloons. They had a little like demo of it you could download and put on a flash cartridge to play on an actual DVD. They ported that one to mobile too, actually. Oh, what? He got trapped in the bubble. Yeah. There's one thing with Nitro that kind of disappointed me though, was because one of the earlier games that I really enjoyed, called Feed Me, where you played as a little potted plant. You know, kind of like Piranha Plant in Smash Bros. Now, but but he had like a little stretchy neck, like bite things to move around. They were going to make a sequel to it, called Super Feed Me. It was going to be on mobile. That was in the very early days of mobile gaming starting to take off. But they never did it, and they just started doing other mobile games instead. That always disappointed me. And we never got Super Feed Me. Oh, it's happened again, everyone. Lost my friend in the bubble. Now I can't go back? You gotta be kidding me. Take me. Me back. Oh, nice. Have I ended up wrong way, I think. Found an extra friend, so that's good. Maybe this time I won't lose them to the bubble. Do this. Doing it. Okay. We have a little crab friend, look at that. I got an achievement for that one, called the 100 Club. It's interesting to be playing one of these games and have Steam achievement with it. Before. No! Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Game is kidding me right now, I think. Kidding me. Alright, let's do this nonsense again. Okay. Button. No point to this other than it's just like how flashy it is. Fun. Combos. Not again. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. Okay. I have... friends. And an achievement called Ooh Shiny. Hit them. Now I can get them. Thank you, giant smashing rocks. Feeling I was meant to get all those coins that I... stars. There we go. If I can activate these things, they should pop the bubble, right? Didn't even touch anything. That thing hurts me now, what the heck? Whoops. On the other hand, it's kind of bugged me how much, like, mobile games there are on the Switch. Actually fit well sometimes. And very low effort ports. There's this one racing game that got like a physical, like, $40 release. That's like a free phone game that didn't like add anything to it or anything, so I don't know any phone that has a cooling fan in it, for instance. There we go. All the buddies are here. That was kind of what amused me by some people saying that the Switch was underpowered or it was just like a tablet or something. It's like, I don't know what tablet you're using that's that bulky and has to have a cooling fan. I don't know what super tablet you have that is that powerful. Undo it. Activate. There are areas I can get. Yeah, that's where we can. Little crab friend. Here's... There you go. Give me an achievement. Secret. Better get all the stars for this one, because I really worked for it. Oh yeah, same. I like the Wii U ports. Because I never got to play those games before. I'm basically the perfect target audience for those. The only one I'm missing now is Super Mario 3D World. Nintendo's holding out on me with that game. Only two? Come on. A lot of people complain about those for some reason. I never really understood the complaints about all the ports. I'll do one more stage. Then... not quite time yet for when I wanted to play Sonic Lost World, so I could throw in something else for a little bit. Hold on a sec. Un momento. Kirby and the Rainbow Curse. I've been told that that game's not very good, and I'm probably better off without it. Fully upgraded. I like the art in this. Point to be open. Okay, let's actually circle these. Now I just realized that the seahorse sounds like an actual horse. Doesn't make a lot of sense. Oh, this one attacks. There's a hammerhead shark in the background. Come on. I wonder how long this game is. We only have the one friend. I guess it's called. Seahorse, not a horse. Pretty satisfying. No, I just realized these coins don't even make any sense. Setting or the plot of the game. There. Got one of those really nice trains going again. Did I miss anything? Always the question. Anyone holding out on me out here? Not to my knowledge. Oh, there was a couple. Our little swimmers. There's another one. Oh, and here's more. Another one. Alright. Excuse me. Women fight. What do you do in this game? Fight for your friends. Very many little swimming guys. Now here's a question about this game. Is this top-down, or is this from the side? You move up, are you moving up in the water, or are you moving, like, left and right? Up and down? Forward and backward. All diagonal. Oh wait, we already... Oh, they're surrounded by a bubble, and they have their own... diagonal on every axis. Gradient on the background suggests side view. Ah. However, there also was that hammerhead shark that you could see, like, as a top-down view of it. Like, see? There it is. See this shark? That suggests I'm, like, above the shark. Like, down there somewhere. Unless the shark is just swimming sideways. Like I am, if this is up and down. The sharks don't usually do that, to my knowledge. See, they swim perpendicular to the surface. They're evil bubbles that chase you. Of course, the diagonal hypothesis. There's the shark. Come here. Little things. Whoa. There's a big one. Oh, I upgraded the seahorse so much, he doesn't seem to do very much. Friends. So many friends! I think I picked them all up, but I don't see any. Yeah, I don't see him. I think we have concluded our friend gathering. Any secrets hiding? Not that I can see. Good. Alright, well... Hold on a second here. Sending a message to someone about my Sonic Lost World stream. Well, this was a good time. Enjoyed the game, and it was a good game for kind of hanging out and talking about stuff for a while. Looks like I'm on the last level of this area. Only got 4 stars once. I don't know if I'll stream this game again, though. The Diagathesis? Made a word I cannot pronounce very well. No way to get back to, like, the main menu? Okay, game, but yeah. So I'm gonna get started with Sonic Lost World now. Thanks for watching this. It was nice hanging out and having some discussion. Yeah, heck, stick around for a couple minutes. I'll be right back with our main feature of the day, Sonic Lost World.